We at RMJ Consulting understand that your employees are your biggest asset. It is our aim to increase your company's employee potential,
as only healthy, happy and motivated employees can effectively serve clients, generating long-term wealth for stakeholders while strongly contributing to broader society.
RMJ Consulting is committed to improving your employees' mental and physical health through innovative wellness solutions.
Today we'll be discussing wellness at Goldman Sachs.
We would like to congratulate Goldman Sachs on such a comprehensive wellness program and allow us to provide further recommendations to improve your employees' total health.
We would like to recommend Goldman Sachs create a specialised wellness department focused solely on the mental health of employees.
Furthermore, we recommend the implementation of wellness questionnaires for all employees, creating effective feedback loops between employees and corporate figures, ensuring all wellness programs are tailor-made for your employees.
We also recommend that Goldman Sachs change their current triangular business structure to a circular structure, focus on psychological empowerment of employees.
Finally, we suggest that bike racks and mudrooms with showers are placed at all office locations, increasing employee incentive to exercise on the way to work. Further to that, we also suggest that all 32 office locations have free employee gyms installed and all gym memberships be subsidised by the company. This will create a future incentive for employees to partake in extremely beneficial physical exercise.
Furthermore, we recommend Goldman Sachs commits to improving the public perception of the company through ownership of past company mistakes and a commitment to the future company image via charity work and volunteering.
Finally, we suggest that bike racks and mudrooms with showers are placed at all office locations, increasing employee incentive to exercise on the way to work. We further suggest that all 32 office locations have free employee gyms installed and all employee gym memberships be subsidised by the company. This will further create an incentive for employees to partake in extremely beneficial physical exercise.
If Goldman Sachs follows these recommendations, RMJ Consultancy guarantees that employee mental wellness will rise, presenteeism will fall, and the company will experience increased productivity and a greater ability to commit to society as a whole.
Hi mate, just a general checkup for you today.
Yeah, thanks. I've been struggling with the stresses of work recently. My boss expects me to finish the Morgan Stanley acquisition by the end of the week.
Stress? I'm sure I can help with that. Your body seems to be fine.
Doctors just don't get mental health. What I really need is a psychiatrist.
Don't worry, you're in luck. I'm the new head of wellness at Goldman Sachs, and with these recommendations, Goldman Sachs will now have a wellness department dedicated solely to improving mental health.
Great, now I can tell you how shit my boss is.
Our new department will research current and future wellness strategies. Our new team will ensure wellness programs are kept up to date. Our employees will be kept in mind with feedback loops between employees and corporate figures.
Surely employees can work a 7-day week. What do you reckon, Jeff? Thought so.
As you saw before, we'll have dedicated counsellors to help our employees manage their mental health, as well as meditation and mindfulness sessions. And remember, all the money you spend on wellness will only result in higher workplace productivity, less absentees and reduced presenteeism. So employ the likes of me and fix your company.
How much exercise do you do? Do you like art? Do you play video games? Is your cholesterol high? Have you been arrested? Do you associate yourself with the LGBT community?
Sadly, a lot of current employee wellness questionnaires are more like a poorly constructed, badly funded police interview. I like to think of myself as a highly qualified employee of this company. So if I'm going to waste my time ticking boxes for someone else, I better be getting my share of it. Cheers, Cobber. Employee questionnaires can be crucial when determining what is right for an employee, especially when it comes to planning an employee wellness program suited to them. Goldman Sachs is a huge company with over 34,000 employees, raking in $37.7 billion in revenue in 2016 alone. It's incredibly hard to blanket them all with a miracle cure that fixes all and everything. Ugh, yuck. Each employee has individual needs when it comes to improving their work life. That's where this baby comes in. Not this baby, this baby. The annual needs for an advantageous life. This baby offers employees an opportunity each year to complete as many questions as they need regarding their physical, psychological, social and financial well-being. For each question answered or section answered, the employee receives remuneration of a set amount or possibly a special bonus for 100% completion. With this, the company can design an effective program relating to the needs of the employee, purely confidential of course. After all, knowledge is power.
Matthews, we have a problem. Our business structure is failing. In 2002, we only promoted 2%, that is 2%, of our vice presidents to the position of managing director.
It's true, a lot of our employees have spoken out, complaining about the long hours it takes for a promotion. A lot of them feel the job is too stressful.
Where did you hear this?
Forums on Indeed.com.
This requires an immediate solution.
Gentlemen, I will solve the problem of your poor business structure with my supreme brain power.
This triangular shape is so weak, it lacks structure and fluidity. Here we go! I have the answer! A circular business structure is what we require!
Gentlemen, welcome to my lecture on circular business structure. This structure will remove corporate issues surrounding stress and motivation at Goldman Sachs. In 2010, a study found a positive link between creativity, psychological empowerment, and intrinsic motivation. The RMJ circular business structure will focus on psychological empowerment of employees. This structure, similar to that used by Swemco in the 80s and 90s, removes the need for this silly pyramid structure. Counselors are comprised of half a dozen people who coordinate Goldman Sachs' general policies and strategies. Partners represent the various leaders of business units, and associates are everyone else. These associates will be grouped into a number of business teams run by coordinators, separated from associates by their leadership abilities and competencies. In this structure, counselors become the corporate catalyst for the rest of the company, as coordinators lead departments for specific activities. The key to this business structure is that employees will not feel pressured by high salaries or large job titles. An accountant who is a coordinator may earn less than a software engineer who is only an associate. This will be removing the continual struggle up the corporate ladder, replacing it with the opportunity for employees to be more psychologically empowered in the workforce. Associates will have all the same level of power and the same influence, meaning they will be continually challenged to find creative solutions to problems which before would have been deemed too advanced for a worker of their status. This continual psychological empowerment will lead to increased productivity, innovation and employee satisfaction, creating a healthier and happier environment to work in. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Since 2010, when Rolling Stone magazine labelled Goldman Sachs as the blood vampire squid wrapping its face around humanity, that is relentlessly jamming its blood funnel into money, the public reputation of Goldman Sachs has not been a positive one. The public reputation, or buzz rating, for Goldman Sachs has fallen rapidly since 2014. This came about due to multiple revelations during the 2016 American presidential election campaigns.
I would like to categorically state that neither myself nor any member of my Republican Party has any affiliation with Goldman Sachs whatsoever.
This bad press will reduce employee satisfaction at the company, causing increased presenteeism and reduced productivity. That's what this survey says. Given that Australian companies have already lost 1.5 million days to presenteeism in the course of a single year alone, bad publicity will and will continue to be detrimental to your firm. Our solution to the issue is that Goldman Sachs takes steps to counteract this negative media. Firstly, by apologising for all and any injustices perpetrated in the past.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am sorry. We are sorry. Goldman Sachs is sorry for any and all injustices we may have perpetrated in the past.
Secondly, we recommend that Goldman Sachs publicly uses its significant financial power to effect positive change, such as committing monetary and manpower funds to charities, as well as rewarding employees who volunteer at charities.
Here you go.
Obviously, this is going to be very expensive to fund, yet ultimately, RMJ believes it is a necessary measure that will not only improve employee well-being, but it will also profoundly benefit Goldman Sachs as an entity.
Our final recommendation comes in 3 parts. Firstly, we believe that Goldman Sachs should install bike racks at all office locations throughout Australia. This greatly increases employee incentive to exercise on the way to work. When you consider that Australia is always sunny and traffic is becoming more and more congested, it makes perfect sense to ride. Add to this the fact that studies have shown that people who exercise regularly have 3% greater life satisfaction and 3% greater happiness over the course of their lifetime. It's the obvious thing to do. I'll see you in a bit. Secondly, we recommend that Goldman Sachs create a new and improved mudroom at each office location. A mudroom is a space for us employees to freshen up in once we have arrived at work. It will contain restroom facilities, showers, and a locker area so that employees can store clothing at the office. Thus, your members of staff are actively encouraged to use physical exercise as a way of getting to work. This also removes another potential barrier that stops many Goldman Sachs employees from running or riding to work.
Finally, we advise that Goldman Sachs get rid of all existing fees for its office gyms, as well as subsidising employees' use of non-Goldman Sachs gymnasiums to a total of $60 per month per employee. Preliminary calculations done by RMJ Consulting estimate that an office gym in all 32 worldwide locations would only cost the company $16 million. Given PricewaterhouseCoopers estimates that for every single dollar invested into employee wellness, firms receive a $2.30 return. Investing in office gyms could provide a net yield of approximately $20.8 million to Goldman Sachs.
Overall, RMJ Consulting has recommended 5 innovative wellness solutions which are aimed at increasing employees' total wellness and business potential.
These solutions will not only improve your company's bottom line via increased productivity and reduced presenteeism,
they will reduce stress and improve company mental and physical health, leading to employees who feel empowered to make a difference in the company.
Specialised wellness departments,
wellness questionnaires,
a circular business structure,
bike racks and mudrooms,
and an improved public perception of the company are all innovative wellness solutions which we believe will set Goldman Sachs apart from the norm.
Although we at RMJ Consulting do acknowledge that the potential cost of the above proposals, we are certain that if Goldman Sachs is able to implement them in an effective manner, your firm will see a noteworthy improvement in the mental wellness of every single employee at your firm.
Thank you for reaching out to RMJ Consulting. We're excited to see the impact our recommendations have on the company and the way we can shape the future at Goldman Sachs.
Because we are committed to improving employees' total potential via healthy and happy workers.